course.
Can't give up. Not now.
On the way. A subtle approach. With haste.
It's time! Got to focus. On my way.
No escape. Let's find some prey. Try me. With pleasure. Just like old times. What happened?
Villain! I see you now for what you are.
My faith will protect me. Heading there.
Stay out of my head.
Got to press on.
Enough sitting around. Let's go hurt someone. What now?
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
With pleasure.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Oh, I have the magic touch.
Intestines throb. Blood whispers.
Of course. It's a big city. Lots of opportunity. Don't let that place cast a shadow on your head forever.
I guess things are already.
Good to go. Right, lead the way.
Have a drink.
I'm fine.
Loosen up, Icaron.
No, an Albert. Toddlers are easier to please than you lot.
You know, I never pictured myself as a hero. Never thought I'd be the one they'd toast for saving so many lives. And now that I'm here... I hate it. This is awful. True. That was fun. Still, I would have liked more for my trouble than a pat on the head and vinegar for wine.
It's a heavy, rich red. Dry and sharp.
See what I mean? Awful. All I want is a little fun. Is that so much to ask? Don't be so sour. I like a good time as much as anyone. You know, we could always make our own entertainment, darling. get a little closer, so to speak. And here I mistook you for someone with taste. A pity. But have it your way. I'm happy to entertain myself.
Gobweed, brecker leaf, Sooner's breath. Aye? Heading out for a forage, you need something?
You recognize the names. Herbs known to relieve the symptoms of a hangover.
An early morning. Road stretching before us yet. I want my people to enjoy themselves tonight. Then I want them out of bed and moving by dawn. But they can chew roots while we walk. I'm not heartless.
You came through for us. That's a change from most adults I know. I'm not. I'm glad they can celebrate before we've even got to the gate. Just like I'll be glad to be rid of them once we're there.
Everyone seems to be in high spirits. Strange. You know who I never thought I'd find myself caring for? Your words, not mine. But not what I mean. I mean, desperate people. Like those refugees. Never gave them much thought. Certainly not that bunch in the grove. Yet we came through for them. We saved their lives. Odd. That's more easily said by some than others. But nobody's here to debate right from wrong. Share a bottle with me? We should wait a little while. Until the others have drifted off. Best not keep me waiting. I'd prefer not to entertain myself.
Look at them all. Guzzling poison like we've the right to be happy. Perhaps it'll make the evening more tolerable.
Ryan, hobble knob.
Think of it. No more. We'll be in a...
Patience? Have you no respect for showmanship?
Having performance issues, Roland?
Hush you, and behold! Adoring applause? You're too kind.
Remember when he could barely cast that?
They grow up so fast.
Never have I met such troglodytes. Now, pass the wine.
Try not to get too...
I need to dance!
No. No, I need to lie down.
Sherry! That's infernal for cheers. Or possibly turnip.
Thank you. There's that confidence I like. I thank you for seeking me out. Amid all this merriment, I wasn't sure we'd have a chance to speak this evening. I was hoping you'd spare me a moment. There was something rather magical I wish to show you. More's the pity you've already found someone else to make merry with. Just the two of you. There's something unspeakable about Shadowheart. But I mean that in a good way. She seems to me like a bud on the cusp of bursting into a rose. That, or deadly nightshade. Far be it from me, of course, to question your tastes. Jealousy is in the eye of the beholder, or something along those lines. The wine might be befuddling me a smidge. The point is, I have hope. Each new sunrise may yet be the one to coax our budding bond to blossom. But I think it's fair to say, it won't be today's. Now please, go and enjoy your evening. This won't be the first party I've spent moping in self-indulgence with a bottle of wine for company.
Aha, there you are. Come now, settle in. I do hope you have partaken of something bracing. This may well take us all night. But I am engaged in celebration of the purest form. Commemoration. If we are to write your legend in the stars, then we must first give you a name. That ballad was but a crude preview, a frame without its crowning jewel. Your nom de guerre. Something iconic, but not too much of a mouthful. We don't want to exclude the common folk, after all. I intend this tale to enrapture all. And do you think Volothemp Geddarm got where he did by waiting to be asked? No, no. It is for you to slay the dragons, and for me to worry about the accolades. Actually, slaying a dragon would prove quite helpful, mind.
Hope you're enjoying the night, hero. I certainly am. Cheers to many more like this.
Go on, enjoy yourself.
I have seen the Kithraki tear a screaming Nyogi's legs from its belly to fashion into blades. Yet they could not match your nerve today. It was enough to drive me to madness. A pity for us you have promised your night to the half-elf. I've no doubt you will satisfy your tastes for endless conversation. Vlaakith demands of me no less. If only I might lay claim to my proper trophy. Come morning, you will wonder how my lips might have tasted, how my fingers on your skin might have felt. Oh, but do enjoy yourself this night. I intend to myself. Astarion looks particularly tempting.
Go on now, don't waste a night like this talking to me. We'll have plenty of time together on the way to Moonrise. Later, perhaps. Don't worry about me. A night under the stars amidst nature's creation is just what I need after being locked up in the Goblin's dungeon. Go on, enjoy yourself. Seek out some wine before it runs dry. There are a lot of thirsty people around here.
Don't forget our little agreement. As soon as things quiet down here...
Buzz of celebration quiets to a soothing hum as you approach your bunk. Though you seek repose, you needn't spend the night alone. There is one who yearns for you in the dark. Who will you seek? Your heart skips a beat. What treasures might this night bestow?
You made it. Come here. Sit with me. So eager. I'm surprised it took you this long. Well, to begin, I think a toast is in order. Any suggestions? Bold. What does us entail? I suppose I'll find out. To us. Now tell me something about yourself. And no tadpoles, dragons, marauding goblins, or anything like that. Something about you. Don't laugh, but I'm not quite sure I have anything to share. When you worship Shard, secrecy is everything. We'll sacrifice our own memories when ordered to. A lot of the little things, they're lost to me right now. I did. And you remembered. You're sweet. There's still plenty of wine, and the whole night is ahead of us. Nearly light. The others will be awake soon. What? I know, but you're sweet to notice. Thank you for last night. Me too.
She trails off. You read an invitation in her eyes.
That didn't hurt, did it? I'd like to think that would have happened anyway. Let's head back, if we must.
I trust you enjoyed your evening. After all your efforts, it was well deserved. It may be some time before you're afforded another such night. There is much to be done. Moonrise Towers beckons. I've told you all I know, and now I'll join your camp to help you face whatever's to come. With luck and the Oak Father's blessings, we might actually survive. Are you ready? Onward then. We'll speak soon, I'm sure.
It's been a day, Scratch. Come here, boy. Scratch! vampires actually drink blood out of goblets like in the storybooks? Doesn't seem very fresh.
Straight from the neck is preferred, but goblets are used in mortal company. They save on awkwardness. We could share a drink some night, if you're curious. A nice red wine in your goblet, of course.
Very kind of you. But I'm saving my best bottle for someone already.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
The tieflings have moved on. We can restore the harmony of the grove now.
Goblins are such violent parasites.
Given your own nature, are you really the one to judge? Something over there.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon. Thank you. Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mistra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent. I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. And from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mistra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover. I am, after all, the villain of the tale. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mistra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries. Though not, I think, my methods. I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. But she only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale? Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite, and his entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms, until the day Mistra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? The answer was to try. And the outcome was to fail. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book bound, then suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. Oh, God, says it
see.
I'm sorry, but I had to. After all, this is only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however. I will erupt. I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep. We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways. That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth. I applaud your taste.
At least things have stayed interesting. Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
Trust no one. Hello, chum. This way. Leave no trace.
What's the plan? Have to keep going.
hyena will be back, and it won't be alone.
Certainly.
These boots have seen everything.
What should I do? Moving.
The witching hour.
Over here.
A tale for the ages.
Time to push my luck again. Onward. Nothing will stand in my way. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Moving. We'll do it my way.
Can't give up. Time to deal some punishment.
Another fight. Let's go.
Delicious.
Need to stay focused. On I go.
Come on. Can't stay idle. Another step forward.
Step quick. Let's have a little fun.
Can't afford to let up. Onward.
Can't even catch my breath. The place is overrun with gnolls.
I had no idea this was their mating season.
This place reeks of blood. Let's go, before more join us. Off we go, then. That orb seems powerful. What can it do once it's extracted?
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might be useful. Who knows?
Better not be cursed. What's hiding here?
Which way to the nearest library?
All is ash and meat.
All's well, I hope. No. I just wanted to see how you felt after the night we spent together. When we talked and kissed. I hope so too. Though I'm not sure what kind of courtship will be afforded, given all that we're facing. But if you want to see where this goes, I do as well. Very serious of you. But go ahead. Even if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get overinflated.
The Blade of Frontiers at your calling.
He brings to mind a story, an old fairy tale. A farmer made a deal with the devil. So the story, the farmer's dearest fruit, nat. We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think? Do not trust Raphael. Is that plain enough? Refuse him, no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost, that's because you still have hope. He'll require of you and then require more. You might think you'd give up, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything. I'd love to join, but I don't think there's enough space for me to squeeze in. I like how you think.
A question for our master monster hunter. How would you approach killing a vampire?
A full-on vamp, you mean? Lure it into the sun, drive a stake through its heart. And that's not the end of it. The suckers are wily. And no offense.
None taken. Wiliness keeps me alive. More or less.
Everything is clear.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you. Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but
A great heat roars through you, her heat, fiery as the... Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
Listen to sense now. Don't want this to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are... Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. Turns out, I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little She sent a bunch of goons, so-called paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going. Don't worry, I'll lead the charge. But I could use your help. There's a lot of them and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good? Fuck yes! They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them.
You know I'm up for it, but your party's a little full.
All right. I know a shortcut.
Excellent. Let's go.
What's so funny? You haven't got some laughing curse, have you?
I really made it out of Avernus. It's incredible.
All right, just keep it down. We're conspicuous enough without your hyena call.
What's cooking? paladins I need to stomp are that away.
Mind never quiet.
A long way to go still.
What's the story?
Whatever it takes.
I've got a long road ahead.
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too... I can say only this. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance. You...
A devil and devil hunter standing shoulder to shoulder against a common enemy. Rather poetic, I think. Would that I could. But your entourage is full. You'll need... Wonderful! Lead on, then. I don't suppose you've any clue where we are in
From this
relation to
distance between El Terrell and Baldur's Gate, I'd say a long way away.
Ah. That will make getting word to my mother rather tricky. No matter. What she doesn't know can't hurt her. Not at this distance, anyway.
Hey, we're still going after those paladins, right? Can't leave Zariel's bruisers roaming the coast. Good news. Can't wait to see them finished.
Whatever killed those gnolls might be nearby. Careful.
You look happy, Shadowheart. Like a night orchid in bloom.
You must be imagining it.
It's all over your face.
It must be all the fresh air since the crash. Has me flush.
Cut it
It
out.
looks good on you.
It's worse than gnolls out there.
Nothing we need to worry about.
How about a dragon? Would that worry you?
I'd give it a bloody good fight, that's for sure.
Anything you give a dragon. Nice.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home. I'll tell you whatever you wish to know. Just let us live, please.
Ah, this is rich. They serve the archdevil Zariel. Biggest liar in all the realms. Seems her servants have picked up some of Mummy's tricks. Believe me, these sneaky fucks won't stop till they have me hog-tied at her feet.
It isn't true. Half of us are badly injured, the other half dead. I admit we ambushed you. An assignment from our god, Tyr. We thought you a devil, and with your flames you proved us right. But Tyr will not consign us to our death. He is merciful. Leave us, and we'll leave you.
You can't possibly believe this shit. Go on if you want. But I can't.
That's right, Karlak. So now, as in the Hells, I can see why her ladyship wants a murderous brute like you back. Enough! Enough! I'll not play pretend anymore. Karlak, you're going home in pieces if needs must. And you'll soon learn what it means to ally yourself with the likes of this garbage.
Avernus was never my home. It was my prison. I'm free now. And I'm never going back! Go.
Survival is all that matters.
A fine day for murder.
close ranks.
Creator, destroyer. With haste.
Got to press on.
Watch this. Knees high.
Gone with the weave.
Behold the dance of death.
On my way.
No!
take you to... Time to meet your maker.
Eat it.
Mistra Rill.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Fuck them. Fuck Zariel. I won't go back. I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. Not big enough. Now get out before you get hurt. Now! Never going back! Just right, L'Oreal! Come on! That ought to do it. Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look? Careful, soldier. If I burn any hotter, I might explode. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down. Well now, maybe I could make his acquaintance. A Titan screw or two might let me keep a little calmer. Maybe even manage a pat or bump without burning someone to death. It's been a long time. Let's go find your friend before I blow a gasket. Lead on. Ugh. That corpse is riper than a Manaurus bog.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Don't be shy.
Yes? No time to rest. Just another crate. Just another crate.
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens. Fuck yes. Now I just need something to sink my teeth into.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Will, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
God damn it. Anyone but her.
You flatterer. Why, if I had a warm heart, I'm sure it would be skipping. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, and his leash needs a...
We had a deal, Will. I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora.
That's no kind of Zariel sends her regard.
You told me! Devil!
How precious. Clause G, Section 9. Targets shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. Don't you worry. That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will birds in the fires of Avernus, the lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms. Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo. Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade. Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mazora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Not Zariel's victims. Not innocent...
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
I'd count my lucky stars for it, but it's Mazora who grants me the power to conjure armor and... Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds, but I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact, but I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mazora, I have not regretted for a heart. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly... Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really.
I hope Mazora flies into the blades of a windmill for what she did to Will. Though, I must admit, the new look is a little... dashing. Very serious of you. But go ahead. Always good when I'm with you. Fine. What's on your mind? I suppose some would commend our actions. No excuse to rest on our laurels, though. We've still got our own problems to contend with. Quite splendidly, to give credit where it's due. You and I have shared some good times together.
You recognize the feathered creature. It's the owlbear cub you rescued. The cub's eyes lock onto the food in your hand.
Careful. Once that thing's eaten through the camp, it might start looking at you hungrily. I'm not chasing after it, if that's what you're thinking.
Something over there. I'm way too big.
Looks like a trap there. Looks like a trap there.
They will die for you. Bodies everywhere. Accident or sabotage?
Hear that? Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Heading there.
Still on my feet.
the pack leader's mind clamps onto yours. You see yourself through her eyes, a pulsing red cluster of organs. Feast. No. The voice has forbidden this meat. Gnolls see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash, but it won't hold them for long.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Deep in the chaos of her mind, something responds to your command. A tadpole. It is the source of the voice. She will obey it. She will obey you.
Your blood runs quicker, feeding the gnawing absence at the center of your mind.
Put him up.
Someone's fighting the gnolls. We should help.
Don't be a fool, lad. Shut your mouth and keep your head down. Leave the heroics to them that don't value their own skin.
Let's finish this. On my way. Let's do this.
No hesitation.
This'll help. Over there.
Need to act fast.
May the gods take you first.
I'm heating up. Incoming.
shock of psychic pain, the pack leader's mind clamps onto yours. You see yourself through her eyes, a pulsing red cluster of organs. Knowles.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
A memory. The beast daubs the symbol of the Absolute on a cave wall in blood. Buried deep, a tadpole struggles to assert control against the ravenous chaos of her mind. Sensing your presence, the Knowles tadpole writhes in ecstasy, echoing your command. Its host will feast on Knoll flesh to control the hunger, to keep her teeth from your throat.
Your blood runs quicker, feeding the gnawing absence at the center of your mind.
You have my attention.
What a charmer.
Blood comes easy these days.
Bye forever, pal.
Ready.
right, Karlak. It's go time.
I speak, they burn.
My turn.
Another parasite. Collect it. It might be useful.
By the gods, you're a sweet sight. Are any of my crew still alive out there? Damn it. I guess that's a no.
Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard.
We're bound for Baldur's Gate. Got some cargo to deliver. But we've a stop to make along the way. Joaquin's Rest. It's just up the road. I'd be enjoying a mug of ale right now if those beasts hadn't jumped us. Listen, you look like you know how to handle yourself. You should meet my associates. We've got our own drinking spot by the tavern. Invitation only. Tell the fellow on the door. Little Serpent, Long Shadow. He'll take good care of you. Aye, the whole reason we're in this mess. He gets his shiny baubles. We get a handful of Terenths. Rich men place more value on wine, and it's a pretty bit of frippery that'll sit on a mantle gathering dust. But the pay for delivering it makes the risk worthwhile. Listen, I'm indebted to you, and that's why I'm giving you a chance to walk away before you get yourself killed. You made short work of the Knolls. Reckon you'd make shorter work of me and the boy. But we're not merchants, we're Zahenterim agents. Steal from us and you'll have a price on your head. If there are valuable goods on the move, the Black Company's always involved. We're the grease that keeps the wheels of commerce turning. And we don't take kindly to people who meddle in our business. This is the point when a clever lad like you accepts my gratitude and walks away. Fine. No need for more violence. I'll tell my associates everything was lost in the ambush.
The chest's all yours. Damn thing's sealed tighter than a duke's purse strings. So there's no point in trying to open it.
And no hard feelings, you hear? I'd have done the same if I were you. Business at the end of a blade is still business.
Ruthless bastard like you could make a name for yourself in the Zahenterim. Make sure to drop by our hideout.
That symbol in the blood, what does it mean?
The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive.
Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all.
I don't feel lucky.
The rest of our crew's half digested, and just...
I'll be glad when we're out of this bloody cave.
Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all.
I don't feel lucky.
The rest of our crew's half digested,
Just another
and
crate.
you're still alive. That's lucky.
Trap there.
Can't keep me out.
Well, lad, it's our lucky day after all.
I don't feel lucky.
The rest of our crew's half digested, and you're still alive. That's lucky.
Soldier.
No one's stopped me yet.
I wonder what the next move is. Let's get this lock to yield.
Still alive. So that's progress.